I miss time lapse on my phone.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Tasia Too Cold, and I'm back with another video. And that's right,
What's
because
going
I'm
on with
back with
Oh, yeah.
another video. Hey! My brother don't know nothing about my intro yet, but guess what, guys? I am here with a special guest. And yes, like I said, my brother is here with me today.
Okay. Yep,
Yeah.
I'm the special guest.
Yes.
Plot twist.
If you want to tell them what you go by, you can let them know.
Oh yeah, Raheem. Manic
Raheem.
Conscience.
Manic Conscience.
MC Conscience.
MC
Manny
Conscience.
C.
Manny C.
Pick a good one.
Yeah, he goes by many names just as well as I.
A whole lot of AKAs.
You know we got them different personalities.
Oh yeah, you can call me Steven.
Nothing to it but to do it.
If it floats your boat. Nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you are now rocking with the best. So yeah, today we're coming at you with the topic of the future. The future. And what I'm gonna say about that is like, what do we think is gonna be happening in the future, or what's gonna go down in the future? So if y'all wanna get into this conversation with us, make sure y'all comment down below as we speak, and we will see all those comments, and we will definitely respond and get back to you guys, and we like when y'all react. So I'm gonna let my brother start this conversation off.
Oh snap, I'm gonna have to be the one to do it to y'all. Here the fuck we go. Well, I was playing a video game. Well, not playing one, but watching something on YouTube. Somebody playing a video game called Detroit Become Human. And it was basically set in the near future. You know, there were androids, robots walking around. They looked just like people, except they had like a flashy like light on the side of their head to make them look like androids. And they were just built and designed to do whatever people tell them to do. You know, the whole premise of the story follows about three different storylines where these androids become deviants, they become hostile, they start to be able to act on their own free will. So that's just the little premise of the game, but like when you play it, you start to realize that, you know, it's even deeper than that, and there's a lot of shit going on. Really gets you involved.
Oh, like when good robots become bad and their eyes turn red and they start acting evil.
It's sort of like that, except it's like the contrast. They don't do what humans tell them to do because the humans suck, and they decide to do the right thing instead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So in the video game, they doing the right thing?
Yeah, like, okay, but I gotta fucking spoil some shit. There was one story where there's like a little girl and her dad gets a new android from like the droid store or whatever. Anybody ever bought an android from the store? So you can relate.
A phone, right?
Yeah, phone.
Oh, phone.
Yeah.
Okay,
But this was a real robot though, a real droid, like a humanoid machine.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time they get home, you start to realize that this dad actually fucking sucks, and he's like living alone, him and his daughter in a house, and he's like hitting the little girl, screaming, drinking, doing drugs and all that shit, and beating on this little girl so much the android is just doing the housework around the fucking house. This guy is clearly an asshole. Until there's a part where you can make a choice to stop the father from beating the little girl. So you have to hit a series of controls to break free of the program, escape the matrix, and go stop this motherfucker from being a dick any longer.
Mm-hmm.
There's even options where you can kill him, but in the main story arc, you just take the little girl and you get the hell out of that house. You get the hell out of there.
So what is you saying? What did this got to do with the future for you?
Well, I feel like in the future, I'm not sure how far in the future, but at some point in human existence, androids and robots will be walking around, doing things. I'm not sure how much like you and me they're gonna look, but I've seen, even currently we have technology in place where there are androids that sort of do look freaking human, freakishly human-esque. But I don't think that we're reaching
So,
that level of realism
Androids
yet.
must be two different things. Because when I asked you earlier, when I said androids, we were talking about phones. But now when you're saying androids, what are you talking about? Robots?
Robots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Androids.
Yeah. And bro, guess what? I just seen this movie that seemed just like that. And I think I watched that for a reason. I feel like when I watch stuff, it's for a reason. My spirit guides guide me to watch things. So when I watched this recent movie that I watched, it was about the future, and it was the android, the phone, who upgraded to robots, and she got jealous. She's like, oh, so you're gonna leave me behind and all this stuff. So she took control of the robots. From what she had stored in her, she was able to take control of the good robots and make them bad, make them listen to her. So the robots just became, evil, and, start doing everything she wanted them to do, which is get rid of all humans. I don't know if in the future they're going to try to get rid of all humans, because that just seemed like something that Jesus or God wouldn't let that happen. If he wanted to get rid of all humans, it would be on his behalf. He's not going to let that happen. To me. This is my opinion. So I do agree with my brother. I think that there's gonna be robots in the future, like just walking around, just doing stuff for us. And not even saying that they're gonna be bad robots. I think they're gonna be like our maids, or like not even our maids, but they're gonna speak our language. So if we ask them, can you clean this? Can you do this? Yes, of course they're gonna like, yes ma'am. Because they know what we're saying.
Right. It'll be kind of like Alexa,
Yeah.
It's kind of an AI
Alexa
intelligence.
in real life. Yeah.
Just like, you put an Alexa into a human body, basically. And then it can walk around and actually do things. You'd be like, Alexa, play Eminem, Not Afraid. She'll go over to the radio and turn that thing on.
She'll go over to the radio, like, instead of like the real Alexa, doing that. But I don't know. I don't feel like that's like too high tech of technology, something that we can't even do now. I feel like we can even start doing that right now, but I feel like they still working on that behind scenes. I feel like they working on that to this day.
I feel like what they're really working on is ways to power these robots. Like, how do you fucking charge an android? Not like a fucking phone, like a life-sized figure. And how do you make them look human enough to not scare the living shit out of anybody that sees one?
I wouldn't want it to look human, though. No, I wouldn't want it to look human, because that would scare me even more. Like,
really?
No, look your robot. You a robot, we a human.
If an android just looked like a person, like, you ever seen Terminator? You never seen Terminator?
I'm going to take a shot for who never seen that. I have.
Okay.
I'm taking a shot. If you never seen that, I'm taking a shot.
If you ever seen Terminator, I mean, you see a robot that looks so much like a person, you don't even know it's a robot. So it wouldn't scare you, because you don't even know it's a robot, because they look that real. But if they look like machines, then it'll be kind of scary, because they'll be...
No, but we'll be used to that by now, because we're human and we know what robots do. We know how robots react. But if they're trying to manipulate us, if they're trying to look like us and trying to do what we do, that would be creepy. Like,
but that's the thing.
No, stay in your world. Stay your place. What is you doing?
That's the thing, though. You have to understand. Robots don't build themselves. We make them look like people. Therefore, we want them to look like people.
I don't know about y'all. Comment down below if y'all think we was to have robots, would y'all want them to look like robots, or would y'all want them to look like people? Comment down below what we think. We really would like to know y'all opinion.
I mean, I actually wouldn't mind like a C-3PO or an R2-D2 type of thing. Anybody who knows what Star Wars is, I wouldn't mind something like that, because it's like, it's an honest robot. It's not trying too hard to be a person, so you know exactly what you're getting right off bat. You don't think this is gonna replace people. You just see an actual robot. Who are you kissing?
Nobody. I was just blowing a kiss to my fans. I love you so much. And on another note, guys, yeah. So about that robots. Now I want to get to. Do y'all think we're gonna be living underwater in the future? Like, I don't know how far in the future, but just anytime in the future. Do y'all think we're actually gonna be actually gonna be having to live underwater, or even able to live underwater? Like, what's your viewpoint about that?
Do you want me to speak for the fans?
No, you. What you think?
And what do I think?
Yes.
Right. I do. I think there's a chance that, you know, since the world is mostly covered in water, eventually we're gonna utilize that space more functionally than we've been doing. I feel like once we master the art of underwater living, like, how the hell do you even make that possible?
Right.
You know, I usually just refer to, like, SpongeBob, of all places, for, like, underwater, like, domes that can, like, house some sort of an ecosystem. You can plant trees, it'll make its own oxygen. You know, I'm just like, but how do you handle things like the ozone layer? Like, is it going to rain in there? Is it going to snow in there? How is that going to affect the surrounding wildlife? Like, if there's, like, sharks and stuff, like, outside of these things, are they going to, like, be smashing into the dome trying to get in there? If there's, like, a small crack in the goddamn dome, is that, like, a code red? Like, oh, we have to evacuate.
Right.
We're all going to drown.
Drown? Shit, we already underwater. How the fuck is we breathing? That's my question. Like, my question is, if we even end up underwater, how is we gonna breathe underwater? I hear a lot of people say they think we're gonna, you know, just like the Jonas Brothers song, said, I've been to the year 3000. Y'all know that song. Don't even care. That's y'all shit. Y'all start singing that shit and everything. But just like that song, I'm like, okay, if we live underwater, how is we gonna breathe underwater when we barely can last 1 minute underwater, 2 minutes underwater? We're not gonna just grow gills.
Well, if you refer to SpongeBob again, how does Sandy breathe underwater?
Right, she have to wear like a little.
She gotta wear like a helmet over her head, but like when she's in her own tree dome, she don't have to wear all that. You wanna know why? Cause there's no water in here.
SpongeBob needs water.
She's got drains.
I don't
inside
understand how he didn't
dome.
cough on that, because I really got to cough.
Water.
That just dries my throat
nice.
out. that episode was funny though.
That episode was
Because
hilarious.
they show him up close and I'm like,
Man.
is that what he really look like?
I'm like, that motherfucker had got
That's
to
a good
sweating.
concept though. Like,
You would think that his skin
that's
would
a
just
good
absorb that.
what's it called? Analogy or like when you compare
Reference?
two things. Yes, that's
Yeah.
a good reference.
Yeah. I
That
was just
SpongeBob
thinking,
episode, yeah.
there's gonna be like drains in the underwater dome. Like, it might be full of water at first, but there are ways that you can like drain the water out into the surrounding
That's crazy.
water, and then like on the
Why
inside,
would we even
it'll
need
just
to
have,
be
like,
underwater? Like, that is weird.
I just feel like people are gonna overpopulate the actual land, and then we're gonna have to like start figuring out ways to move underwater.
Yeah, because it's weird. That's because I was just saying, like, I'm like, back then, people had babies. It was like a blessing. It was like a one in a lifetime thing. It was like everybody wasn't having babies. Today's days, in our generation, it's like anybody and everybody is having babies. Let me tell y'all, 13 years old, 14 years old, just people just experiencing sex on the first night, one night stands, and everybody's just getting pregnant. We're populating so fast. I'm starting to think like babies is just not even a rare thing anymore. It's not even just like, it's just anybody trying to have babies. I don't know why they trying to have babies. They're trying to trap someone if they just want a baby because they feel like, oh, she's pretty, I want her in my life forever. I'm just gonna make her my baby mama and not be with her anymore. And speaking of that, in the future, I I really think, guys, it's gonna get worse. I don't feel like it's gonna get better for like relationship wise. I think right now they're messing it up where it's just like everybody's thinking about sex. Everybody's just trying to fuck. Excuse me, but like, yeah, like I think the relationships are going this way and not this way. I wish they were going up, but in the future, I feel like relationships are just gonna go right underwater, just like us, if we go.
Well, my theory on that is like as time progresses, not only are relationships kind of
I'm
getting
gonna take
worse,
a shot for that one too.
but you go for it. There's like a surplus of gayness going around nowadays. You know what I'm talking about? There's so many gay people. It's almost like there are no straight guys left.
Wow.
You could only imagine what it's going to be like in the year
That's
2025.
true.
The guys and the girls are going to be undistinguishable. You are not going to know when you're looking at a guy and when you're looking at a girl about the year 2025, especially.
You think?
I'm telling you, everything's going to be gay. And probably people are going to be procreating so much, everybody's going to be unified into one race. There's not going to be white, black, mixed, Hispanic, Portuguese, Chinese. There ain't going to be all that. There's another person right over there, and he's gay or bisexual. And that's how everybody's going to be.
Right.
But I think the way that we're polluting the air and kind of like greenhouse gases going up is going to cause global warming. Them ice caps is going to melt. It's going to flood the earth. We're going to have to move underwater at some point if we can't get our environmental standards up to date.
And let me tell you, it's not impossible because it's possible. Anything is possible. Did y'all know the COVID was coming? Did y'all know we was gonna have to wear masks? Did y'all know we was gonna get vaccines? And speaking of vaccines, when I say this video is about the future, what do y'all think the vaccines are for? Like, I feel like they're for the future. Like, I feel like anybody who's gotten the vaccines, excuse me, no offense to anybody who's watching this video who's gotten a vaccine, not trying to scare y'all, not trying to. This is my own opinion, and it might not even be, true. Everybody have their own opinions, and, you got your vaccine for a reason. But me, I'm not getting that motherfucking vaccine. I'm not, because I already know that they're trying to manipulate us. They're trying to find ways to control us, even more than they already are. So, which I feel like that vaccine is another way to control us. And say if the mark of the beast come, the people with the vaccine will be able to be found faster. Will be able to get controlled faster. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm thinking too much ahead or nothing, but I just think the vaccine is very toxic. Like 3 years from now, I seen a video, they said 3 years from now, anybody with the vaccine, might pass. And I didn't even want to say this because I care about all of y'all. I care about my fans and everything. So whoever got that vaccine, I'm not trying to scare y'all. But I seen a video that said whoever get the vaccine 3 years from now might pass. Wow. And I'm just trying to warn y'all because I don't know if y'all seen that video. Did you see that video? It said that. It said that the scientists and the doctors have said they came out. This one doctor man, he came out and said that 3 years from now, whoever got the vaccine, and that's because they're trying to come up with a way to reduce population, like my brother was saying earlier. He think we're gonna just populate too much, and the government is steady trying to find ways to depopulate us because we are getting too full. That's what he was saying. That's why he feel like we're gonna have to live underwater one day.
Because there's gonna be need for that extra space, and instead of cutting into all the forests and cutting down every single last tree we got, and completely destroying every single wildlife ecosystem there is, we just probably have to move underwater, and I'm not sure how luxurious it's gonna be. How do you make underwater living?
So you think we're gonna be driving
plausible
underwater, or you think we're gonna come up to drive, on land to drive, to where we need to go?
That's a very interesting question. I think a lot of underwater domes or whatever they build to live underwater are also gonna have tunnel systems that move into underwater.
That's doing too much.
Like, you ever seen a subway before?
Yeah.
It goes under fucking ground. That would be the same thing if you were living underwater. It's just gonna be a tunnel. You can put cars and you can travel through that to get to like the surface.
Right. I have no comment on the transportation, like on the cars underwater thing. But y'all, what about them flying cars we been hearing about? Hey, y'all know that everybody be talking about we're gonna be having flying cars in the future. They've been saying that years ago.
Personally,
Yeah.
I think flying cars is kind of an exaggeration. They might hover, but I think it'll be quite some time before we have a flying car, and even then, it's gonna be so wicked expensive.
Why do you think that when we already have airplanes?
Because when you make flying cars, you're basically saying they're gonna be mass produced. Everybody's gonna probably have one. There's gonna be flying cars all over the city just as much as there are regular cars.
Which one of y'all is laughing right now? I swear I feel y'all vibe. Like, what you laughing at? Comment down below. If you laughing right now, comment down below what you was laughing at. I really want to know.
I'm like, with the amount of economical debt the USA is already in, I don't even think we're going to be able to mass produce flying cars even if we could today. Because it's super expensive to do that. Super expensive, y'all. Making cars is not $5.95. All right?
But they're already trying to come up with a way to make cars drive out of water, out of milk, out of, something that's easily processed besides gas, because gas is not easily found and discovered.
I'm not even talking about a fuel system yet. We haven't even gotten to fuel system. Where the fuck do you get the turbines? Where the fuck do you get wings? Are they retractable wings? Where the fuck are the wings going when they retract? You have to design a car that's not only compact, but durable enough to stand against like high intensity winds, motherfucking rain showers.
It wouldn't be a problem though. Just like as they design cars right now on the road, right? Is that they designed the cars on the road now. If they change up their blueprint of how they make the cars, it would be like the same construction. It would just be like they have to add this. Yes, they have to add wings now. Like
I think you underestimate how much it takes to get a vehicle off the ground.
Yeah, I probably do, because I don't really...
I mean, it takes more than some wings and a propeller, y'all.
But in the future, and like if we got all this money, just like that. Okay, this brings me to another point in the future, guys. This brings me to another point. So in the future, do y'all think that the money is gonna be harder to get? Like, let's talk about money for a second, because I always feel like, why do they say we running low on money? Why do they say we don't have enough money? Some people say yes, enough money to go around. But it's like, why is it so hard to get? Why is the rich people rich and the poor people poor? Why is the poor people making the rich rich and the rich people is being rich off of us? When we can print money at any time and any day. And it's like unfair to me. The money system is unfair to me, because I feel like the money should be equal between all humans and all people. I wish it was like that, because then you wouldn't feel so much bigger than me when we're all equal. God said we're all equal, right? Mm-hmm. So why is some people millionaires, billionaires, when the next person is struggling to eat?
Well, let's say you won the lottery today. Are you going to evenly distribute that throughout everybody who you know? Or are you only going to kind of fuck with the people who you love and care about? Let's say you invented the internet. Let's say the internet was your idea. You making money off the goddamn internet. Are you going to now just be like, that money belongs to the people? I mean, let's say it was.
Are you asking them? Or are you asking me?
If you got rich off of basically inventing the internet, are you going to take your money and just give it to everybody?
Hell yeah, I'm that type of person. That's who I am, though. I know all y'all not. I know everybody not that type of person, but me.
What if it takes money to even keep the internet running, and you would have to rely on everybody else to pay the taxes and fees to keep the servers and everything running? All the corporations, all the heavy, high-tech supercomputers, all that stuff costs billions and billions of billions of dollars.
Wow.
I mean, would you really want to give that power to the people?
Money is still being printed every day. Just like I was saying, money is still being printed every day. Stop printing. Don't stop printing the money. Keep that shit going at night when we sleep, when we eat, when we talk, when we dream. I don't care. Keep that shit printing because we need that shit all day, 24/7.
Right.
And it's like the population. Going back to population, the population is growing every single day.
You know,
so
I used
we
to
have
think
to keep that money flowing.
I used to think that same thing too. I questioned that for a while. Somebody gave me the answer at one point. Money is not simply printed and automatically given value. Okay, the money that we have is paper. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? The money itself doesn't have value.
Paper.
It's the gold, silver, and things of that. It's the resources that we have that really give money its value. This is the paper representation of all the gold and silver and things that we have in the USA.
Yeah, so when we use paper, we have to really use gold at the same time. Like, we using paper, but they don't know that they're taking away from the gold.
I mean,
that
let's say
using.
you hand somebody a $100 bill. You're basically handing somebody a nugget of gold about this big.
Right.
You know, and is only so much gold in the U.S. that we can't just print money and just pretend like it has value. It has to have a gold backing it up. It has to have a gold standard of some kind of thing that gives it. Because back in the day, we didn't use money to buy things. If I had a goat, let's say back in the fucking day when they had goats, and I wanted to trade it to you, you would probably have to trade me like 2 chickens and a bag of goddamn grapes or something. You know, if you want that goat. You know, because they use a trading system. We're still basically using a trading system, except we're using gold because it's universally accepted. Everybody all over the world will accept gold as payment. So we use gold as our new trading system. Just like
back in the past when they was always talking about gold as their money and the financial, they didn't really have paper back in the day. You have to get your hands on real gold to be able to pay. That's why it was 25 cents at first. Their 25 cents back in the day was like our $2,500.
Well, yeah.
Their 25 cents back in the other days was like our $25. Like it progresses, and it becomes more and more and more. It's becoming worth more, and it becomes you gotta have more.
There used to be a standard of money that's even lower than a penny. It was called a halfpenny, and it was worth half a cent.
What the fuck? What the
that
fuck I'm gonna do with this?
0.5 of 1 cent. 0.5 cents.
How you do that? So it's not like, look, bro, what if you be like at the store and they be like, that'll be $4.01, and you would be like, I only got a half a cent.
It would never get up to $4.
I only got a half a cent.
It won't be $4.01.
Could you take this, please?
They'd be like, that'll be like 0.25 cents. So you would have to give them like 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. You have to give them like 5 halfpennies.
Right.
Or if you gave them a whole fucking penny, you would have some change coming back.
Yeah, a half a cent. That's weird though. That's weird. But guys, okay. Before we get on the next topic, I want to ask you guys a question. Who y'all think should take a shot right now? Me or him? I heard him. I swear I heard him.
You really talking to the fans like you?
No, but I still, I can feel their vibes and energy. What do you feel?
Before they even watch the video.
Yes.
That's power right there, bro. Why y'all think I'm even here with her? She clearly got superpowers. I don't fuck with normal folks. I see humans but no humanity. You know what I'm talking about?
Period.
I know y'all was wondering what the shirt said. I thought I'd get that out of the way.
Exactly. And that makes perfect sense with what we're talking about right now. Matter of fact, we're going to get on that next. But since y'all said he should take a shot, right?
Right. They said that.
Right.
I'm certain.
Yeah, I heard it screaming in my ear.
I'm starting to feel it too. Hold on. Let me see that damn thing. I don't want to disappoint them. Hold on, y'all. Shit.
Calm down.
Put down your weapons.
They must
I'm about
know.
to take a shot right now.
Y'all must know I'm already getting drunk. Like, period. Thanks for rocking with us, y'all. And we got a lot more to come for you guys. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and to this video. Don't forget to talk to us while we talking to y'all. Comment down below. So next we're gonna talk about I see humans, but no immunity. Okay, and that got a lot to do with the future. Cause like we were saying before about the robots and about when I said that, like, I don't think they're gonna just completely get rid of humans, you know, and try to take over, because God have the last say so, and I don't think that's his plan. I don't think his plan is, okay, I just want all robots now. No.
Let me tell you something interesting on the same note that you probably didn't know. There are already technologies in development that is supposed to place your human conscious mind into a machine. And theoretically, it's supposed to allow you to live forever vicariously through the machine. I mean, let's say the machine itself powers down or something like that, you'd be dead.
Have y'all?
But like, if you could take your brain and all of its neurons and everything that makes it up, and like basically your consciousness, and put it into a machine that could stabilize it, then technically they say you should be able to live inside a machine. Now listen, I think that that's fucking nuts. That sounds crazy as fuck. I would never want to be stuck inside of a machine ever
That sounds
in my
weird,
life.
yeah.
That sounds like
I never heard
some
that,
young
but
hell
that
right
sounds
there.
weird.
I mean, at least if my human consciousness was put into a machine's body, I would want it to be something more like an android. At least I could walk around and still socialize and see some things. I don't want it to be downloaded onto a supercomputer inside a giant warehouse somewhere next to 566 other supercomputers just sitting up in there looking at a wall. Like, no, that sounds fucking weird. Like, is that the lengths people are willing to go through just to not die? Yo, life and death.
All you gotta do to not
normal.
die, let me tell y'all the freaking magic trick. See, let me tell y'all the magic trick to not die. And I'm coming at y'all with some real true facts. If y'all wanna know how to not die, click that like button right now. Click that like button right now. I'm about to tell you.
Shit,
Okay?
I want to know.
The truth is, guys, in order to not die, all you got to do is ask the gods to keep waking you up. Ask God to keep waking you up. Tell him you love waking up in the morning. Tell him, Jesus, yes, I want you to wake me up in the morning. I love waking up in the morning. Please keep me on that list to wake up in the morning. You have to ask. They say ask and you shall receive. A closed mouth don't get fed. Both of those statements are so true. They don't say that for no reason. You have to ask and you will receive. Like, I'm telling you, that adds years to your life. Years and years and years. Actually, they add you on that list where it's like, oh, she been asking, can she wake up? Don't just say it one time. Make sure you say it a couple of times so they know you serious. That's how you add years to your life, guys. And if you want to make it to the future, that's what you need to do.
Tell them that then.
You don't need to put yourself in no machine. The
Right.
fuck?
Right.
They trying to take control over us, y'all. The government, I don't know. I don't want to say the government right now until I learn my true facts. Because I don't know my true facts about the government right now because I haven't really been studying on the government yet. But once I do, I'm going to tell y'all all the shit that I know and learned. But right now, I'm going to keep the government out of this. Okay? Because I don't really know what's going on with them. But I know it's something that's trying to control our mind and trying to make us feel like it's something when it's not. Like the Bible. It's manipulation. I feel like people is trying to control us. We have free will for a reason. We're allowed to do whatever the fuck and whatever it is that we want to do.
Right. Like, build robots that look just like us. Well, I don't know if robots are ever gonna be able to replace humans, but I do know that they're gonna be at least taking some jobs away.
I can see that though happening. I can see that because bosses be hating those employees, bro. Bosses be hating the employees. They low key, they be hating.
I mean, you ever
them
just find yourself at work like, these motherfuckers really think I'm a robot, bro? I am a person. You know, your employer wouldn't mind having an actual robot. So I feel like by the time robots are advanced enough, you know, they're going to be working the Taco Bells, the McDonald's, and all that other bullshit nobody else wants to deal with. And whoever's working there currently probably going to have to find a new job if the robots ain't taking it already. Hell, the police force, whole lot of robots there because people don't want to put their life on the line for all the stupid shit that go on in the street anyway. Like, who asked y'all motherfuckers to have AK-47s underneath your beds selling all these drugs and doing all this gang shit? I am just a regular person trying to feed my family.
Taking people's lives. Who asked y'all to do that? Who told y'all got control over that?
Right, you gonna have
that
at least
irritates
you gonna
my
have
soul.
like 13 RoboCops out there one of these
That's
days.
why I wish in the future,
y'all
like,
keep on fucking up.
That's why I wish some people, like, now who believes in, you know, anything, they believe in people not taking people's lives, and we can make that a thing. Like, you're not allowed to murder. Like, that's one thing. Like, that's one sin. I feel like this is just the most important sin. You do not have the right to take somebody's life. That's not your job. That's God's job. That is not your job.
Thing.
So in the future, I feel like I really want that to be set in stone. Like, people should know, like, no, I can't take that life.
Or program the robots.
Who even gets, like,
program the robots so that they can't take lives either.
Yeah, the robots.
You know, like,
too.
make, like, if you build a robot that's designed to kill,
that would be scary. Now, if you hear in the news a robot just killed a human, oh, you know it's over. Because after that first time you hear that shit, then you know all the other robots is capable of doing that shit.
Yeah, they touch on that on Detroit Become Human as well, the video game. If you decide you want to, I gotta say that. If you decide that you're gonna kill somebody, or if you're gonna start acting like a violent android, like you're taking the city over and shit like that, people are going to retaliate against that in the worst way. They're like, oh hell no. Okay, I could see if y'all was people, but y'all are just emotionless ass robots. Y'all don't know who the fuck you've killed. Y'all don't know what the circumstances was. But these cops are out here still motherfucking shooting innocent ass motherfuckers. Innocent.
That's
but they
what
don't
I said.
get
That takes
half
it back
as
to
much
trying
backlash
to,
as a robot would.
But right, no.
People would.
I don't know.
Panic
but
if
that
they
takes
thought
it
robots
back.
were doing it.
Yeah,
because they're saying like robots are designed to be more perfect than people, more efficient.
That's what I hear all the time. If they do come out with robots, they're gonna be designed to be more perfect than us. They're gonna be doing stuff that's good, you know, because they're trying to change the world right now. We need more good in this world, y'all. We need to freaking, bruh. It's too much going on. It's too much negativity. It's too much, you know, envy and hate, and not too much love and good, positive, which is God's original plan. Was for us all to love each other. What is all this weird stuff going on? Y'all the ones who, y'all the ones who is ruining our world, though. The ones who's got that mindset of
what is all this weird stuff going on?
What is all this weird stuff? And I ain't even gonna lie, I'm weird as fuck. We both weird. But when you know there's different meanings of, when you're weird, you know there's different meanings of weird. No, cause I'm weird and I can call somebody weird and really be meaning like you weird, like nothing like me. You really weird, like you on that weird shit.
Right.
Nothing compared to me.
Weird recognize weird.
Weird recognize real, and that's the only thing that's keeping us alive. Because my weird ain't like your weird. Everybody weird is different.
Right.
And what I'm gonna do is me and my brother's gonna toast to this last point that we're gonna get on before we get off of here. We really enjoy y'all company, but we're gonna toast to you guys who's still watching right now. Thank you so much. But we got one more thing to talk about before we sign off.
We do?
And I'm about to tell you exactly what it is, too. So, guys, before we sign off, I got one more thing to talk about in the future. This is very important to me. This is a sensitive subject. So, do y'all think that Jesus and God is trying to end our lives right now? Do y'all think that they're trying to send the flames and that they want to, that they're like so disappointed in us as humans that they're ready to send the flames, the fire? Or what do y'all think about Jesus and God, especially in the future? What do you think their role is going to be in the future?
In the future?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I feel like it'll be, largely unchanged because God is the same God all the time. If anything, if we already haven't faced the apocalypse by the time the future come around, because a lot of people already think we living in the last days right now.
Yeah.
Like,
true.
Fuck the androids and robots and the
I don't,
underwater
but
shit.
people do.
Like, people think that we don't got much time left anyway. We got about a good 100 years at max. People think we already live in the last days. So I'm like, that's because if you really fucking turn the news channel on, you paying any sort of attention to what's been going on for the past couple centuries.
Mm-hmm.
And even further back than that, man, people are messed the fuck up. If I was God, I would be up there like, why haven't I killed them yet?
Okay. That's why I thank God every day. Everybody needs to do this with me. Hold that thought. Everybody needs to do this with me. Thank God every day that He has not killed us yet, that He has not destroyed this world. Because even if we deserve it, we feel like, oh my God, like, I'm so thankful that God have not ended us yet. We is losing track. We is going to other. Bro, y'all just have me speechless right now. If you pray, then you pray. Then I fuck with you and thank you so much. Keep talking to God. Keep saying His name. Because when y'all say God in Jesus' name, that gives them more power. Y'all want them to have more power than the enemy, right? We need them to have more power than the enemy. So every time y'all say their name and thank them and stuff, that gives them power. So make sure y'all doing that for real.
Amen.
So I guess my brother, he said what he had to say. So I'm going to just tell y'all what I think, about you, Jesus and God in the future. I think that Jesus has already came to me and told me, he was like, say, I'm not trying to end my world. I'm not going to end my world. I made this world. This is my world. I know exactly what was to come and what's to get. I did this. He said to me, Jesus and God said to me that they're not trying to end their world. I don't know where they got that from in the Bible then. Why did they say that in the Bible? That was my next question to them. Why did they say that in the Bible then? I haven't got the answer to that yet though, okay? I have not. I can't sit up here and lie to y'all and tell y'all that they said this because I only tell y'all the truth. So when y'all start knowing me and listening to me, y'all will start to know that I only will say the truth. I will not tell y'all something that I don't know. It will not come out of my mouth. It cannot. I don't lie. I have to tell the truth about stuff, okay? Because I don't want to be a false prophet out here. That's one thing I don't want to do. But Jesus and God came to me and like, I'm not ending my world. What? I made this. This is my creation. They obviously is not ready, but they are disappointed. I can tell y'all that. They do get very disappointed in their world. But that ain't gonna make them end us. That means their unconditional love, Jesus and God is unconditional. They have the unconditional love that we need in this world. That's them. They unconditional and they love. So which means I think in the future, God and Jesus is still gonna be here for us. But what we need to do is talk to them more, pray to them more, and give them more credit. So in the future, they can be more powerful. So they can end up controlling it how they want it to go and not how, the opposite. That we fallen under. We want to come up in this world. We don't want to go under. We're not trying to go under.
Under.
Like I said, right? And like I said in the beginning, all you gotta do is ask God to keep you living. Keep you living.
Before we go under, y'all.
Before we go under.
Fuck.
All the viruses, all the disease, all the cancer, all the diabetes, anything in this world that's naturally causing people to pass. Even if you have that stuff, Lord bless your heart. Ask God to keep waking you up in the morning, okay? And that's how you gonna keep on living. That's how you gonna keep on living.
Word.
So it's me and my brother. And if y'all like this video, if y'all like our personality, if y'all like anything about this, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And we will come at you more. Make sure y'all comment down below any topic y'all want us to talk about. And we will be back. So, yeah. We out. Tell them we out, bro.
We out.
Bye.
Peace.